doesn't fall off the mount. It's not exactly a good mount. Hello, everybody. All right. Well, let's try this again. Last time my phone. Hello. What's the work today? Welcome in, everybody. I'm operating a tree processor.
I'm gonna walk up to your machine, so.
Okay. Put that on pause for a second. I got supplies being dropped off. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Just in case, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Oh. Back in and under. We'll get a few more people before I really start talking too much. I don't know what to say. Can't play music these days, right? Okay, I'm doing a startup sequence. Safety and all. That's a calibration sequence for the diameters of the logs. Selecting the species. This is spruce. That log I just cut is going for veneer, as in being turned on the lathe, cut into a thin slice. whatever logs go on a logging truck, it's my job to make sure that the mill is making money from it. So the mill comes out and educates me what they want, and I have to learn all the cuts and species, defects to buck out, etc. And then over the years, I've learned how to organize my pile to be smooth on this machine. It's pretty interesting because it's actually a floppy wrist. So I'm counter swinging everything to make it look stable. Those are balsam. They go on a different truck, so I gotta cut those after I'm done with the spruce here. See, I should have looked down the log and cut that one differently, so I didn't waste that little bit. But I've only been cutting for this mill for a month. I can't see your live or the chats or anything. You guys are up on my window, so please just enjoy. Or, you know, I realize some people are sensitive to resource usage, and I respect that. We need all voices. Those are being cut into saw logs. Those are going to go make the little ones at least. They'll go make studs for building framing for houses, etc. So 2x4s, 2x6s. Okay, that's clean. That looks like a good one. We're going to clean up the end just a little bit further. Now that'll make it veneer, so that'll get turned on the lathe. Much greater value than just this one. I know the quality isn't that great, just a telephone or us. So. My other videos have GoPros, but that GoPro get broke. There's quite a bit of rod on the end here, so it's a little bit too much. See if it cleans up. It does, so that'll make it veneer. So I got to put them into pretty piles so that the loaderman can distinguish what the different sorts are and put them on the different trucks. Yeah, I only got to live stream today because I'm kind of on top of a hill, so I have pretty good reception. Spoiled today. Good reception is not common out here. I'm in Alberta. In a camp. Middle of nowhere, basically. this for 15 years. Too much curve on the end. Buck that out. Too small. I've been producing YouTube videos for about 13 years, but I took a break for a while. So there's a defect right there, what's called a school marm. The tree splits into two. So I clean it up, and since it's a random length, I have to actually open up the door here and write random. Otherwise, we don't get paid for the extra bit. And they want us to use every little bit we can. Calibrate the head again now that I've reactivated it. It calibrates the diameter. I have a control system here, like a computer. Runs Windows. It tells me what the diameter is and the length, and it's got presets. I've got buttons on my joystick that I press for each thing. That'll build someone's home one day. So will that. So will that. Alright. Let's do this one. Alright. Whoopsie. Rough. Alright. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a pulp log. I don't think they're gonna get any board out of that, but they don't want me to leave it out here in the bush. I appreciate that. That'll make someone's sheet of paper or their toilet.
Hey Wes, is JP down there past you? I can buy it. Bring it up again. Oh, okay. Let's get me the rest of my fuel. Okay. Alright, I got the key.
That's a 42-footer. In here. Hello, everybody. Anyone who's new. This is a processor, tree processor. Brands of the carrier is a Tiger Cat and the head as well. These are first editions, purpose built for tree processing and tree harvesting. It measures the length after you cut the end, and it demarks as it goes, or sorry, delimbs. I'm not used to live streaming. This is actually my first one. Well, second. My phone fell off the freaking mount first. I've got saws on both the front and the back. Here, have a look. And then you can see the wheel in the middle. That's the one that measures. Yeah, you guys are up on the window, so I can. Thanks for all of the well wishes. Hello. I just can't read you. I can see a number. That's about it.
That's my last street. Where you want me to
They'll still make it. They'll get something out of that.
Road is coming to the end of the road, I suppose. Here, I'll go by you first.
That's the crew on the radio. It got cold here today, so it's been pretty nice in the afternoons. Above zero, and then freezing overnight, but which keeps us working. But it just got cold today, so minus 20 overnight, minus 10 during the day. Yeah, I wish I could give you guys a better viewing angle of everything. Because I'm looking out to the left and I'm making sure that things are lined up. Deal with these balsam pretty soon. Maybe next time. So right now I'm running my tracks. Oh, let's do it this way. The ground's sloped. So I'm stabilizing myself, the carrier, with the head, and then I'm running my track right now in order to level the ground a little bit. Because swinging around, you can't be very tippy. This truck. Go up on the little mounds of dirt a little bit. Now this dry one is garbage. Build a house. I wonder how many houses I've built over the years. I've been doing this for 15. It's pretty seasonal though. You get plenty of time off a year. It's a good wage up in Canada. I looked at a couple wages for this job in the US because we're about to hit some tough times. Yep, a lot less. So, I don't think so. No, too small for a 2x4. at the end of the day, you get to see the pile you made, the numbers that you put out. There's a little bit of satisfaction there. Not too hard on the body, but it is a sedentary job, so lots of sitting. In camp, they have pretty good food, so you gotta watch out, you don't eat too much, keep your portion size down, make sure you get lots of fiber. That's it. Okay, so this one is also random. They want us to use the whole thing, so puck it off at the usable point and mark random. Otherwise, we don't get paid for it. And they don't want that big chunk in the floor. So there's lots of challenges in this job. The decks aren't very easy sometimes. The skittermen who bring the wood in aren't always able to make you the nicest deck. The wood can be difficult. The buncherman who cuts down the trees, he may just mow everything down and include a bunch of wood that you can't put into the... Anyhow, you just gotta spend time on wood that's not increasing your numbers. Forgot to calibrate my diameters. Here we go. Select species. Set the end of the log. Press the preset. Becoming smooth on one of these takes a few years of practice. Learning how to deal with all the different situations and still come out at the end of the day with a good production number takes a lot of practice. That's rot. That's not going to do any good. That's enough rot for me to cut a saw log out of it instead of a veneer. They won't get as much money for it. We want to utilize as much of it as possible. Okay. This mill allows a few more defects than most other mills I've ever cut for. I think the government or regulatory bodies are pressuring them about usage, so not leaving anything in the piles. Oops, wrong button. Hello everybody, looks like there's a few of you now, eh? Once again, this is a tree processor, or a harvester. I've been doing this for 15 years. Today we're in spruce, cutting veneers in long logs, and then the shorts are 2x4s, etc. If you want a better viewing experience, you can always check out my other videos from years ago. Darn it, I should have thought ahead on that one, because there's wood that could be used there. You guys are distracted. like a lot of other mills wouldn't take how cooked that log was. Pretty much, they would just get what they can, and that's a balsam, so it's not a spruce. We got all of that weight back here. So again, this is a floppy wrist. So it might look like it's stable, but I'm counter swinging everything. Yeah, we do get one there. Seems pretty dry. I'm not sure it's gonna make one. Yeah, let's send it in. See, just at the top there. I'm not sure. Yeah, you guys won't be able to see it, but there's a check, which is a crack in it from drying. They don't like that on smaller logs because it'll cut the. We may not be able to get any logs or any board. Sorry, I'm not the best talker. You know, I'm sitting out here by myself most of the time. Has a bunch of splits in it. You see how it falls apart when I cut the butt. That's the buncherman. When he cuts down the log, he's going a little bit too fast through the cut. Other mills would not want me to send that in, but these guys do. I don't think we get paid for it actually. There's like a mark off of it, or we lose money on part of the whole log. We're a subcontractor. I'm just an employee. I've only been running this machine for a month, and with this company for a month. I don't like to disclose who I'm working for. I don't generally ask permission, but it's like a don't ask, don't tell either kind of deal. If I ask and they say no, then I can't do this. And I would like to get a GoPro next time we have a couple days off. Another one. Again, is a veneer. That's probably going to make a couple 2x4s. That one splits into two. Too small. Got a shattered butt again. Oh well. Yeah, everyone tries to rush. Makes mistakes here and there, just like I do. We all do our best though. Spend a little bit of time each day to make sure that the guy that comes after you has an easier time. Like some of the other guys don't quite know how to organize their piles as well as I do. It comes with experience. And yeah, the loaderman will have some trouble sorting through because he hasn't distinguished his sorts very well. perpendicular, they are large saw logs. If I have them parallel, they are small veneer logs. Or peelers, as we would call it on the coast of BC, which is where I am from. Needed some work though. Employment insurance was running out. These guys have been good. I might return here, even though the money isn't nearly as good as on the BC coast. A lot more technical down there, more difficult terrain. So it requires people with more experience. That's 18 footer, which will make 2 9-foot studs. And then there are 17 footers and 16 footers, which are the target heights for the smaller units. So I've got 2 joysticks. On each of those is 4 buttons, 1 for each digit, and then on top for my thumbs, I've got rockers, so left and right, and then across from my right hand, I have a 32 button keypad, so there's a lot of button pressing every time I pick up a log and I'm doing these actions. I counted them once upon a time. How many buttons I have to press just to cut one log. It was a while ago. Yeah, I won't have any time for any questions today. I'm busy working. Sorry. I'm not sure how it all works. This is my first time going live. Okay, so there I was cutting out cat faces, those black marks that extended from the center out into the edge. Because they do allow 1, but they don't allow 2. They want 3 quadrants of the log for veneer. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking a little bit here and concentrate on seeing if I can swing around pretty quick for you guys. a small one off the very front. Make sure we utilize every little bit of that tree. So I like these things with power there. There's a poplar. That's the kind of wood that is next. Well, that one has a check in it, dry. They don't want that one. Make a sawlog on this one. I think they want it because they have to pay for it anyway. I'm not sure how that all Anything else there? No. Alright. Time to move back. But I got this in my way. Machine, you can turn. It's like a big tank. Tough to turn. Only tanks have shocks on them. These things get pretty rough. In the small stuff, one of the toughest things is just trying to grab only one of them. Too small. I'm surprised. I'm very happy with how many people are hanging out. Thank you all very much for watching. That has rotten. You can see the discoloration and how it looks kind of, they call it punky. Like you could take a knife to it and it would chip it out and show you guys no trees. welcome anyone new. This is a tree processor or a tree harvester. I've been doing this for 15 years. It is a hard profession to get into. I had a friend who got me into it. It took him a year to convince the boss. And they fired 3 other people in the meantime. So they figured they'd give me a chance. I was pretty good with hand-eye coordination. I'm also a competitive billiards player, and I used to play Halo on one of the best plants in the world. At the time, in their area of expertise. But now I'm a processor operator. There's one school that does train you out of Prince George. It's like 15 to 25 grand. These machines getting the hours necessary to at least start, making sure that you're not going to break something and produce someone money. I think these things are about $200 an hour to run, including my wage and fuel and payments. A lot of people, they already know or they've been recommended by the company. And it is extremely expensive for a company to train a guy. Like, it could end up, in lost production rather than hiring an experienced operator and possible damage. It could be upwards of $50,000 to train an operator. And people take that risk, hoping that operator will stick around for a while. Like, they'll train someone local, friends of friends. Because once you're experienced in this profession and you can travel, there's plenty of work. Because skilled operators are rare. Make meter piles? Sure. But really, if you saw the loader, depending on how things are, you don't really need to. So if your loaderman is whining, then make the meter. If he's not whining, then don't worry. There's other things like distinguishing your piles from each other, or your sorts from each other, that are more important. And kind of separating the smaller ones to the side is more important than having everything butted up. Squared up, as some of you might call it. By butts, I'm talking about buttress of the tree. Tree butt. Ch1llboy's. Alright, the balsam's out of the way. Yeah, I'm working 12-hour days right now. Camp is about a half an hour away. Yeah, there's no 4-day work week around here. No, every hour you spend in the seats is more production. Nobody wants to go sit in camp for frickin' 16 hours. Anyway. Okay. Running the tracks, try and make it stable. Evening out the ground underneath my truck. Some spruce. Sorry, I know that you guys who have been here for a little bit, I'm repeating myself, but you know, it is live. I don't know what to do. I'll probably read the comments tonight when I get back into camp after dinner. I was hoping to get a go back on the BC coast. Last couple jobs didn't work out like I hoped. One of them almost kind of needed me as like a temp worker, which is really, yeah, it was too bad. And then the other one, yeah, they just seemed to disrespect me. They took away my company pickup, took away my machine, gave it to a new guy, and I was like, oh. And they put me on one of the worst machines I've ever operated in my life. I probably could have gone for like a safety angle and had the union protect me, but I figured, you know, if they didn't want me there, I tried to work things out with the general manager, like I phoned him, no reply, texted him, no reply. Finally got a hold of him by email, and yeah, he refused to meet with me to work things out. Yeah. I figured, yeah, go find someone who cares about myself. It's a little bit too much curve, but we said we didn't do it. It sucks when you get bad bosses. My resume hasn't had as much consistency over the last few years, so I could have really used a good boss for a couple of years to help repair the resume. I might come back and work for these guys. Take a hit on the in the pay. Work in here. They don't pay as well as the BC coast does. But they do have a nice machine here for me. And yeah, they're pretty easygoing. They seem to be proactive on their repairs. There's too much rot in that one all around. It's cleaned up enough. I think we'll send that in. And it's even going to make a veneer. Ones are being peeled, turned around on the lathe. See that spot of rot in the middle? That will stop it from being turned on the lathe properly. So we'll send that one as a large saw.
Can you come clean this thing on top of the head? It keeps saying I have no connection to the harvester head. Okay.
So what's happening there is this thing rotates 360 degrees, and inside of there is some brushes attached to some lines or tracks. So and that's how the electrical gets transferred from the carrier into the head. So he's having electrical trouble in the head. So he is calling for help. They'll need to open up housing there, and then use some solvent to clear out the water and the dirt. The smallest size we can cut. 8 footer. Come on, little saw that could. So yeah, part of my job is bucking out the defect. Needs to spend money and space on the logging trucks. Sending those into the town when it's not going to make anything in the town. So this one, because the defect wasn't on any of their target lengths, they're basically 8-foot sections that I cut these. So I need to write random on it. trucks are back engaged. The head electricity is back on. Calibrating the diameter sensors. And we're good. What was the diameter on that butt? It's a 14.7 plus a little bit of flare. Yeah. Right. Shot out today. Makes it tough to pull out of the pile. You don't want to break it. Okay, starting to loosen up too much. Actually, that's within specs for a large solid log. It's 50% of the area. Not used to processing in silence here. Usually I've got some tunes playing. I'm actually in the middle of an audiobook right now. I'm listening to the Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. It's a 4 or 5 book series now. They're thick books. AKA the audiobook's like 62 hours. Well, I appreciate all of you guys popping by and watching for a while. You know the deal. Check out my YouTube and do the other videos. I'll buy a GoPro and do some more releases here before the season is up. Because once the roads are too muddy and they stop hauling the logs or the logs out, then we all get shut down. They've already kind of prepared for it. I don't think they're going to be bunching any more trees, like cutting them down. So we're right near the end. Might be, I think, another 2 weeks, if that, up here in Northern Alberta. Hello everyone who's new. This is a tree processor or a harvester. Has the ability to fell trees. Then it grabs onto them, runs them through, and then the knives shear off the branches. I have control system here that measures the log. I have the readout telling me the diameter. Oh, control system was thinking twice about that. Saw it running forward and back. So it was right on the edge of the decision point in between the veneer and the saw logs down here. Well, I think I'm going to go back to listen to my audiobook. Thank you all for stopping by. Really appreciate it. I'd like to see some more. You know what to do. Have fun. Be safe.